It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one off. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing on third down, Tagovailoa. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle. Just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second and 7. Hill brought in motion. Tua going to give it to Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is how you drop your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, here's Tua. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. Tua to Tyreek for the Dolphins first.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And a short pickup down inside the 10. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. Fifth season quarterback, but Greg just his second as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
There was a lot of questions surrounding Jordan Love. Was he the long-term answer in Green Bay following in the footsteps of the legendary Aaron Rodgers? And I think last year in his first season as a full-time starter, he certainly quieted a lot of those questions. He spent time early in his career watching from the sideline, and he wasted no time showing he's one of the top young quarterbacks in the entire league.
The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. That's the rookie out of Penn State, Chop Robinson, in for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, this is the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 38-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Completes this one. That's Christian Watson. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Out to return this for the Packers, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Packers offense ready to take over for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. To the sideline, he's got Watson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
3rd and 6. Now Love. Inside the 10, it is caught. He is in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Malik Washington. The Dolphins offense ready for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. He's going to keep it himself.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
A pistol set with Tagovailoa. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. On third down, they'll go with Achane. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's Jake Bailey now as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. To return, it's Nixon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Christian Watson and the rest of the Packer offense heading back onto the field. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's Love to throw. Downfield, he's got his receiver, Wicks. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now he takes off, and he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's in. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Packers move out to a 21-3 advantage. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Tua going to throw. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. In motion, it's Waddle. On first down, Tagovailoa. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. In motion comes Beckham. Off play action, it's Tua. The pressure all over him. He goes down again.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. 2nd down and 3. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now he'll run it. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That is hauled in at the 5. To the goal line and in. Romeo dives. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
In motion, it's Waddle. A run up the middle with Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Achane. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to run it here with Mostert. And that'll move the sticks. That's a first down. Down to the 45-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
In motion, it's Waddle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. They'll send him over to the left. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Hill brought in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the pass. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
That is caught. What a throw. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit.
Dolphins 10.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
If they don't come up with this, the game is over. But now, anything can happen. You've got plenty of time, down 3. The first job, make sure you at least get the ball in field goal range to force overtime. But if the opportunity presents, try to win this thing in regulation.
1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. To the left side, OBJ is there. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, here's Tua. A pass complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Again, it's Tua. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They snap it to Tua. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Deep to return is Malik Washington. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 as they get the conversion on 4th down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Out
comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.